Hi, welcome to Laura Catalina, where we will be sharing for 20 minutes. The idea is to realize how the songs influence our personal stories and how these inspire our daily life. It's a relaxed and honest place, but most important is designed for us. So please make yourself comfortable, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Hello, welcome to Laura Catalina. I hope you're fine. I'm really happy because this is the second episode in English of this third season. Wow, so fast. And I'm super excited because I'm here with a friend that is really curious how we met because actually we were living together with with 6 other people. We were 8 in total during the COVID, during the lockdown here in New Zealand. And yes, that's how we became friends. And I'm super happy to have him here. He's from Brazil. And we're going to record this in English, even that his Spanish is really good. So welcome to Laura Catalina, Renato Platinetti.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Very happy to be here and we could finally make this happen. We've been talking for so long. And yeah, very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm super excited because actually it's the first time that my guest is gonna play alive. Wow.
No pressure.
No pressure, amigos. And
that's the final episode ever of this podcast after this.
Ay, Renato, come on. And yes, it's so fun how people from different countries, come to New Zealand and now we can share stories and yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Actually the story how we met was actually funny because I was supposed to stay in where I was staying, which is my current flat for I don't know, a month or two.
True.
Because COVID was happening, no one knew what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am almost a year and a half ago.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I'm actually staying because I was going back home, but now
You're
staying for real. Yeah.
Yes.
For this podcast, I'm going tomorrow. Just waiting for the right moment. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's so fun how everything changed and now people from different part of the world can call New Zealand our home.
Yeah.
At least for a bit. Let's see what happened. But yeah, let's hope it can be our home.
Everyone says that, but it's the safest place. Cliche at the moment, but it is. Yeah, we're still enjoying.
Exactly. So, Renato Platinetti. I like your last name. His last name is from Italy?
Yeah.
Italia. So, what is the song that you're going to play today? Tonight, actually.
Well, I thought about a few songs. I do have some songs. We're talking about songs that mark you growing up, your childhood and stuff. And early, I always listen to like rock because my dad always gave me a lot of influence on that.
Nice.
I was never really into like pop much. These days I appreciate more. I appreciate what they do, like production wise as well. But in terms of taste, was never my thing. So always like a lot into rock. And yeah, I want to play a song from Foo Fighters, My Hero, because it's one of the songs that I listen most of it, and it had a deep meaning. Like I didn't even know what. It's just when you have songs and you don't know what they mean,
yes, but
they mean something to you. Because I feel like emotion can be passed not just through the lyrics, about the melody, about and like I didn't even speak English. I just knew My Hero was My Hero. But yeah, it was just like something that I listened to a lot, and I always bring that feeling when I was listening. So yeah, that's the one I chose for.
Good. So we're gonna hear Renato playing and singing as well.
Let's try a little bit.
Yes. Oh my God, this is so exciting. And then we're gonna come back with Renato's story. So amigos, get ready.
pictures down, check it out. Truth or consequence, say it loud. Use that evidence, race it around. Here goes my hero, watching as we go. Here goes my hero, it's ordinary. Good old my hero, living all the mess. Good old my hero, one its own. There goes my hero, watching as there goes my hero, it's ordinary.
Okay, amigos, I probably listened to this song one time before, and now I know the lyrics thanks to Renato. But we were talking also that it's so fun because I was saying to him, I understand all the words in the song, but still
Doesn't make sense.
doesn't make sense.
Because you don't put those things together. But even in your own language, don't you have songs in Spanish you either like sing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
The word is very similar and you sing something else, or you just turn into a different meaning. It's something so psychological.
Yeah, it's so crazy because probably the writer of the song was thinking, oh, I'm talking about this, and probably I'm doing it in a like poetic form.
Yeah.
So
I did a little bit of research, not even research. I watched an interview of Dave Grohl. Have you heard of Howard Stern show? He's like a big podcaster since the old days. It's like a radio show, but it became a podcast now. He's one of the judges of those X Factor things in England. And he was asking Dave Grohl if that song was about Kurt Cobain. And then he said a lot of people think that, but it's actually not. It's about the ordinary heroes that are in our daily lives, because he looks up to those people a lot more than the celebrities, if you say so. And I think that was kind of the meaning for me in that case. I think like when I was growing, it wasn't like I didn't have a bad childhood, but it was very lonely because I used to move a lot. I moved 3 cities in my from when I was 10 to when I was 18. So that's a very important phase to keep your base, your ground, and have your friends you're growing up with. And it was really hard to make friends, and then 2-3 years later just moving again.
Yeah, because when you are 14, probably they are like, no, these are my friends, so you cannot go and things like that.
And also like you start bonding, like you have those friends that you have stories for your whole life, and then of course you create that bond. But if you go away, you say, oh, it's gonna be the same, we're gonna talk to each other. And back then was like landline. It wasn't even cell phone. I had my first phone when I was 13, and they even had like games in it, like it was just for call. I could probably kill someone with that phone. But I think anyway, where I was going with that, I was just saying like, because I think that song was kind of like a savior thing to me, not in a sad way, but something like that brings that kind of emotion, and everyone have your own version. You have so many songs that. What about you? What's your childhood song? Do you have a song that you grow up listening to?
Probably, and I have a podcast about this in the Spanish version. So a lot of mariachi songs,
Mariachis that you just
Yes.
sing along with your friends.
Yes, no, more with my family, because actually Renato works in a Mexican restaurant, so he knows all the cumbia songs or the mariachis Mexican songs
Yeah,
now.
in the middle of my day, I just start shouting, "Porco maldito!"
Por tu maldito. Sí.
See, I don't even say it right. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yes, but I think it's like what you were saying about your dad at the beginning,
Yeah.
that you used to listen rock because your dad was listening to rock, and then my dad wasn't listening that at all, so it was more like music in
Mariachis,
Spanish, mariachi or Mexican singers. But now that you were singing and I was reading the lyrics and everything, it was this part of Here Comes My Hero. I was thinking of my dad, because I feel that for the lyrics, everything is like so, for a normal person, as you were
Yeah.
saying in the interview.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It's like the ordinary people. Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm not a person who look at celebrities
Mhm.
and just like, wow. I live in São Paulo and we had like local celebrities, nothing
Yes.
like worldwide, but still like I saw the person, some people freak out. I'm just like, oh,
I'm like, oh, I want the
cool.
photo, I want that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
Yes.
To be fair, like I saw this guy once called Zechi. That was
Mhm.
the goalkeeper of my team when I was little.
Mhm.
And he was retired already, but I really liked him. And then we were in a hotel, and then my dad saw him. And was like, "Oh, it's him." And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, cool." He was like, "Go ask for an autograph." I was like, "I don't wanna." And he was like, "Do it. I'll go with you." I was like, "I don't wanna." Are you embarrassed? I was like, "No, I think it's like just
Dumb.
I just don't wanna." Yeah,
Yes.
like it's uncomfortable. I don't feel like doing that. I'm happy just to be able to see him. And then my dad made me do it and ask. And then he was very grumpy actually.
Your dad or him?
Both.
Both.
No, him, the Zechi.
Ah.
And I think he was just having a holiday with his family.
Of
And then this
course.
annoying kid. If I'm loud now, I was way louder when I was younger. And then I was just annoying him, and I had a feeling I was gonna annoy him before. That's why I didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, and probably you have that vibe, and you went there like, "Hi, can I have your autograph?" Like,
Yeah.
and probably your dad was the one wanted that,
Not
Instead of-
really. He support another team. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't
Oh.
even make sense. I think my dad was just being a little groupie because he saw someone famous, and it was putting on my. But it wasn't his team. Yeah. I wish I could say that.
Yes, and no. It was because of you. You wanted that. No?
You take that autograph and you sign my name. Okay.
Say that your name. What's your name of your dad?
Yeah, Ricardo.
Ah, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, because actually his name it's not Renato, it's Renato, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something
no,
like-
it's perfect. Yeah.
Thank
Good accent. Wow.
Wow. Yes. Yeah, no, it's crazy how we are so like related or so similar of our family, and sometimes we need just to make conscious of that to make sure what we really like, what we really want of that.
Yeah. I think everything we have, I'm not gonna say we are our parents, but we do own a big part of our personality to them, especially because of culture, and culture defines you somehow.
Yes.
That's what I think. Like you might be a little bit more calm, a little bit more, I don't know, loud, a little bit funnier than your parents are, but you're always gonna have those influences.
Yes.
Music, movies,
Food.
food. Yeah, absolutely, food. Yeah. I used to know my dad used to hate like spicy food, and he would or cumin or coriander, and I never had any of that kind of stuff before because he hated. And then I remember before coming to New Zealand, I lived in Australia for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of coriander in other spices or spicy food, and that I never had contact with. And then it actually became like something I really like these days. But I remember coriander I used to hate it.
For you, was like has this taste of soap?
No.
Because that some people say that.
Yeah, but coriander, it's a very kind of strong flavor for
it is strong.
a herb, and I just like they just put them everything. And my first job was like a fine dining Chinese restaurant, and they put coriander on every fucking thing. Man.
And you were like, no.
yeah, I used to try to take the little pieces off, and then I was like, oh, suck it up. And just eat it. And then I started working in a Mexican restaurant, and then, yeah, it's just nowhere to go for the spicy or, yeah.
Yes. And your dad's still not eating spicy? No.
I think he's a pussy, man. He doesn't eat anything, no. Yeah, he's Brazilian, third generation already from Italy, and if he sees you eating pasta with a knife, he's gonna, oh, my ancestors, they're gonna stab themselves in the coffin, something like that. I'm like, man, you're barely Italian.
Yeah, that was I was about to ask you. So your family is really proud Italian, or it's more?
They are, but like it's so far away. Like it's like you have to be open-minded.
Yes.
If pasta and beans will taste good together, why not?
It's food, just eat it.
It's just food. No, not like that. Like I had a flatmate that he used to. That was the most extreme person.
Yes.
He used to cook. And whatever was ready, he would eat. So he's making rice and he's making a steak, and then he's making dessert. Literally, if the dessert is ready, he'll start from dessert.
Like, I don't care. It's
he eat the steak and then rice for dessert. Doesn't even make sense, but yeah, it was something like that. It was bizarre, and he ate a lot. Yeah, funny facts.
Funny facts of living
life.
So when you discovered this song, when you were like, how old? You're really young.
Yeah, I was. Man, I can say when exactly, but I can kind of say it was around 10, 12.
Yeah, when all the changes were happening.
No, you know why? Because I used to download music illegally. I don't like Napster, stuff like that, and that's when it came out. So you just download the songs, and sometimes they had like those horns in the middle, or the song was like broken, or you download the music and you get porn. Have you ever been that? You just download like music, and then because you didn't know the file extension, and
yes, and it was a video. Yeah. Ooh, what's this?
Yeah. And as a boy, if I got porn as a surprise, I wouldn't complain back then.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to watch that.
But yeah, I just remember downloading a lot of songs. You remember? I don't know if you did that.
Yes, yeah.
I don't do that, guys, anymore. I pay for Spotify.
I pay for Spotify.
Yeah. But yeah, you just had to download individually the songs.
Yes.
And I remember like 30 kbytes a second. It was very fast back then.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. And the good thing about that is those softwares, you could pause the download. So it was, because if you download normally from the browser, if you lose your connection, someone call you and the dial-up would just...
I remember that. Oh, sometimes you were doing that with movies as well. No, nobody can call. Nobody can do anything. Let's just wait for my movie.
No.
Wow, good times, Renato.
It was,
So, who you will say that are your new heroes now? Because you say that it had always been like normal people.
Yeah. Oh man, it's my biggest hero. Definitely my mom. Because like the way I was raised was insane. How she could actually do it. She had 3 kids. I have 2 sisters. My older sister, she moved to the big city with my dad, and we just stayed in the country for a bit longer, my middle sister and I. And my dad did a little pension help, but it was much, and my mom used to be on minimum wage.
Wow.
And she I never had anything like fancy, but like nothing ever missed.
Of course.
Of course, my grandparents would give a little help sometimes and stuff, but yeah, she was always a warrior. And then when we moved from the city I was born, which was Rio Claro, we went to another one and we lived with my grandparents. At that time, my mom worked harder than ever, still just above minimum wage, but she would wake up every day at 5 a.m, come back at 9-10 p.m.
Wow.
And because she used to travel to São Paulo, the big city, and she did that 5 days a week for years just to provide stuff. And I swear to God, now I feel bad, but if I ask her, oh mom, I want this shoes, like I really, she would say no at first, but if I say I really want it, she'll find a way to buy it for me. Like I swear. And not that I was spoiled, I couldn't be spoiled. There was nothing to be spoiled with, but she would just make something happen. I just remember I really wanted something. I tell her it wasn't outrageously expensive, but she would just like do those split payments, and probably give up on a lot of stuff for herself. She never go out or anything. Her life was making sure
working.
No, it made sure we were okay. It wasn't even working for herself.
Yes, it was working for her kids.
Yeah, it was insane. My mom is definitely my hero, even that I don't tell her that much. Otherwise, she'll go like, nah.
All these things that I need for you.
Yeah, I'll make sure she never listen to this podcast. Otherwise, she'll get cocky.
Yeah, no, I think it's crazy because we cannot really understand because we don't have kids, and I think that changed everything.
Yeah. Who are your heroes?
I have been in this journey of learning a lot of things, and I feel that I need to be my own hero. That if you put like what you were saying about these celebrities or things that you're, oh yes, I want to be like this, I want to be like her. I think that you need to find your way, so you can always be your hero, and because you will always be with yourself, so you are the only person that you can really count with. And my parents have been amazing as well and everything, but now I feel that in this point of my life, I know that I need to be my own hero. And if I have a problem, of course there's like a lot of people, I have my partner, I have my friends and everything, but at the end you need to make sure that you count with yourself, and said, I'm gonna do anything that I need to do in order to achieve something or to do something or to stop something. So.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, it's those things that you realize when you're getting late on your 20s, about to get on your 30s. How old are you?
How old are you? I'm 29.
29. See, yeah, I'm turning 30 soon. So yeah, it's just those things you realize, like you have to rely on yourself. You have so much love at first to give to the others, and then you don't realize you could be focusing on yourself, and then those things just come naturally.
Yes, and everything will be easier. For example, your mom, even she was working and working, at the end it was for you, but it was her, I mean, you were her motivation, but at the end she was the one that knew that was able to do it.
Of course. The most thing about that is that I take from her is the strength she had. And when when you live overseas, you need that strength. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you might have a partner, sometimes you won't, and you need to be strong for all the time and independently what's happening. But yeah, I think it's a good point to see that way, like you are your own hero. Because if you have to rely only on yourself. Of course, you can have friends who help you.
Everyone
getting shortcuts somehow, but the long way will always be you.
Yeah, and it's funny because Renato and we both have partners in some point, and then we weren't with those people. And I don't know how it has been for you, but I remember that in some point was like, wow, before I was able to count with to this person, like for anything, I was sure that anything that happened to me,
support together,
and then boom, that person disappeared. You're like, what? So crazy. At the end, it's not about a specific person, because you will always have another friend, so there will always another partner who will come.
Yeah.
But at the end,
your partner can be your hero at the moment, but it can be your only hero or your main hero. Yeah, you cannot rely on those things.
Yeah, even that. You love the people that are around you a lot. I think you always need to. Yeah.
But even friends, like, of course you can count on your friends, but don't count always on your friends.
Yeah, so sometimes you are sick and you are in your bed and you're like, what you need to do, try to feel better, still, rest and everything, but you need to give you that space. Like, okay, today I'm going to rest. I'm going to do it.
And when you look behind as well, you did all that journey on your own, it's worth it.
Yeah, you're like, yes.
Yes, I've done it. Like the sense of achievement. And I think that's one of the reasons I start to play guitar, to get like something in the long term.
Yeah.
I only been playing for just over 2-3 years. 3 years, and it's just, it started as a hobby, but it becomes a meditation, and it just once you actually break through some certain phase, you can read the chords and play songs and they make sense. And even just jamming on your own, it's so rewarding.
It's because it's about you. It's an activity with you, and then makes you feel happy. You are like, wow, I can find all these little activities or all these little things that I like, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, so. I heard about that, like psychologically speaking as well. Like if you're watching a movie, playing video games, anything like that, you do have that little pleasure
reward,
but it's short reward, short effort, short reward. And then when you actually achieve something, like you're doing your podcast, and then you're just gonna look behind and just say, wow, what, look what I done. I did 100 episodes of that, and I improved so much from here to there. And yeah, it's not only about the final result, it's about the process. Yeah, absolutely. The process is the most fun part and the most painful as well.
Exactly. Like repeating a song 10 times.
10 times. Not that we've done that, guys. You're gonna hear a song with no editing, okay? I assure you.
Oh, Renato, it's so nice to do this.
Same.
Okay, amigos, so now we're gonna listen to something that we have related to the story, to this topic, and we're gonna come back to say adios. I have been through a lot. Moments that probably for others will have been really hard, but for me, helped me define who I am now. I thank my parents, who gave me the best they could, to the friends I have met during the years, the ones that have left, and the ones that remained. But most importantly, I thank myself. Despite all the possible limitations, I'm still here, finding new reasons to smile and be my hero every day. July 2021, Laura Catalina. Bueno, amigos, we hope that you had fun. It was really nice conversation. Thank you very much, Renato querido.
Thanks for having me. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Glad you finally do this.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I was like, oh, is Renato coming? Is Renato coming with a song? So,
of course.
Yes, no, I was super excited. And it was the first time that I was seeing someone like, playing the guitar and singing.
First time I ever recorded properly, trying. So I got very nervous. But yeah, it's not like we're going to edit or anything. Right?
No, it's really hard. I know it's really hard. When I was a child, I played piano. And now that I'm trying to sing and play, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And
getting better.
Yes. It's remember, amigos, it's the journey. It's the process. It's not the final result. Something else that you want to say, querido?
No, I just want to thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. And well, amigos, thank you very much for listening to Laura Catalina, and let's hope to have another podcast with querido Renatito again.
See ya.
Kisses. Bye.